Today we are going to make something absolutely delicious, just like always. Garlic Parmesan chicken. It is so good. It comes out golden and crispy with a lemony garlic butter sauce, and I can tell you that the family will come running. It's quick and easy. It takes about 40 minutes start to finish, maybe a little bit longer, but not a lot of hands-on time. It looks fancy, but it's just family dinner right here. So good. Let's head over to the kitchen and get started. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to butterfly the chicken breast. Some people pound the chicken thin so it's even sizes, but I prefer to butterfly the breast. Number one, I keep losing my mallet, and number two, it's just a habit I'm into, and it's easier that way. So I've already done these two, so I'm going to put these in the pan next to me, but I wanted to show you how I do it. So you're going to hold your hand flat on the top of the chicken breast, and you're going to just gently push down, and very carefully you're going to, with a very sharp knife, you're going to go horizontally through the chicken like that, open it up, and finish cutting it the rest of the way, getting it as even as you can. Now, part of the reason that people do pound the chicken out is so that it's even thickness, so that the whole breast is even thickness. I haven't had a problem one way or another with that, but you can pound it to about a 1/2 inch thickness if you prefer. I do it this way because I actually get more servings per chicken breast. It's just enough for us, and it just works really well. So this is the one that I've just butterflied. I'm gonna put this in the pan, and I'll do another one. There's no worry of cutting yourself as long as you keep your hand flat. Okay, open that up, cut, and there's our other one. And sometimes you'll get something like this where there's a little split. I just cut that apart, and it gives me a little extra piece. All right, once we have the chicken all butterflied, we are going to add the buttermilk and the hot sauce. You do not have to let the chicken soak in this, but I like to marinate my chicken in buttermilk before I fix it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave it in here for about 10 minutes. I'm gonna mix this up good so that all of the pieces are good and covered. And I'm gonna leave that in, 10-15 minutes, no longer than that. Now, if you don't have time for this step, then you'll just go on to the breading step. But I'm gonna leave this for 10 minutes. I think it makes the chicken a little more tender and a little more flavorful. So I'll see y'all back here in 10 minutes. While the chicken finishes up marinating, I'm going to put 1/4 cup of butter in the bottom of a 13 by 9 inch pan. This is the pan that we're gonna bake the chicken in. I'm gonna put the butter in the oven while it's preheating so that it can melt down. Now, you wanna watch it, because once it's melted, you don't want it to start to brown. So give it a few minutes and then check on it and bring it out of the oven if you need to. While the butter is melting, we're gonna go ahead and make our breading mixture. So we're going to put in the breadcrumbs and the Parmesan and the salt, and I use seasoned salt here. I really like it, but you can use salt and pepper if you like, and Italian seasoning. We're just gonna break up any lumps and mix that up really well. All right, now what we're gonna do is we are gonna take the chicken, we're gonna roll it in the breadcrumbs, and then we are going to put it in the hot pan with the melted butter. And so we're just gonna lift it up, let the excess drip off, put it in the breadcrumbs, and remember, one of the things that I do is I try to keep a wet hand and a dry hand. So my right hand is my picking up hand, and so that's my wet hand. And then we'll just put the crumbs on with the dry hand. It doesn't always work real well, but it's worth a try anyway. All right, just kind of press the crumbs in, give it a little shake, and there's our first piece of breaded chicken. Put that right in this pan, and we'll go on to the next one. And I already mixed my hands up, can you believe it? Once you do that, there's no going back. Your hands are gonna be messy, there's just no way around it. Try to remember, don't be like me. There's our second piece of breaded chicken. Now, the chicken is not, I mean, the breading is not gonna be totally like super thick or anything like that. You'll be able to see the chicken through it. It's just, you know, a little breading. Almost did it again. I'm making a double batch from what the recipe calls for because we eat a lot of chicken, and I'm not gonna be upset about having leftovers. So if it looks like I'm making an extra amount, I am. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the garlic butter. So you wanna chop your garlic up fine or mince it if you have like a garlic press or something like that. But you wanna get it chopped up pretty well. And then put your garlic in a bowl, a microwave safe bowl. I'm gonna put this in the microwave just until the butter melts. As the butter is melting, it will be soaking up flavor from the garlic. Now, we're just gonna mix this up and add the lemon juice. I'm gonna pour the butter mixture into this measuring cup. It's gonna make it easier to drizzle it over the chicken. So you just a quick drizzle. Remember, I made double, so I'm gonna be keeping some of this in my in the measuring cup to go on the other batch. You just want to drizzle this right over the chicken, and then cover it up with a piece of aluminum foil. And it doesn't have to be like sealed or anything. You just want to keep it from getting brown too fast. I'm going to put this in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes, and I will see you then. Okay, it's been 20 minutes. We're going to take the aluminum foil off, and as a matter of fact, we're not going to use that again, so you can either do like my mom did and fold it up to use it again, or put it in recycling. What we're going to do is we're just going to go under the chicken and flip it over. Just like that. And put it back in the oven without aluminum foil this time for about 15 minutes or so. I'll see you in 15 minutes. Okay, y'all. Here it is. Just out of the oven, super hot. The crumb coating is crispy, and there's a buttery sauce that you can just like spoon a little bit over each serving. It's so good. So now all we need to do is garnish it with a little smoked paprika, and then a little parsley for some green. And it's ready to go. What do you think? Is that something your family would like? Ours sure does. So much flavor, so much goodness. Let's give it a taste. So I don't know if you can see, but that is done perfectly. Tender, juicy, crispy on the outside. Delicious on the inside. I hope you'll try it. I absolutely hope you'll love it. It's one of those meals that you just like sitting down to the table and eating, talking to the family, good old-fashioned food. Yum. I'll see y'all next time. I'm just gonna sit here with my chicken and chow down. Please subscribe. Please come back next week, and I'll see y'all later, okay? Love y'all. Bye-bye.